All right, and we should be live now, guys. I am Jeremy Hinners alongside Chris Riesenberg and Charles Sweeney.
Yeah, you can
Kellen
call me Adam.
or Adam. And we also have Kellen in the booth for the time being. He's just waiting for the race to actually start. What's up, guys?
You need to get hyped up. You're being way
on,
too
Hinners,
mellow.
Let's get started.
Yeah, would you take a downer?
Guys, let me
You
know in
obviously
chat
gotta
if
participate
audio
in the
and
countdown.
video are good to go.
This would probably be a better test of my audio because I'm not going to be that hyped the whole night. But I'm just trying to get you a little fired up, Hinners.
I'm gonna be fucking Jeremy! Woo! Better turn my mic down, baby.
That's all I need to know. You guys have a good night streaming.
All right,
Good
good
luck,
luck, Kellen.
everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, man.
No, I probably won't be that loud. But
Sween, we
I
could
tend
never
to-
get enough of you.
I tend to turn it up a notch when exciting stuff starts going down.
All right, we're all good in chat, so
Welcome, everyone. Round number 2 of the MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Racetech. It's going to be awesome. Another night of racing. All the RF pros are getting ready to do battle.
yeah, we're just waiting on the UID grab for now, so
As my buddy Sweeney would say, I have more anticipation than a teen on prom night. Let's get ready to go.
Oh, prom night. That was a good night. So, fast qualifier this week. I don't know how to say his last name, but
Ben McLeod.
McLeod?
McLeod, yeah.
It's a weird way to spell McLeod.
He is Australian, so
Killing it, though. But not by a lot. Hunter Root, close second. Fresquez, just a tenth behind those guys. So,
I'm sure times are super close. I haven't looked at them today.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
times
sure
are
top 10
super close this week.
yeah, top 10 within 7/10 of a second.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, all the hitters are up there. An appearance by Byron Donnan in the top 5 of the times. That's cool. He wasn't here at round 1.
No, I believe he was out of town, so. And he's actually going to be replicating Ryan Villapoto with the Monster Energy Kawasaki team. You guys will see that in a little while here as soon as we get the heat races underway.
Maybe
Alexis
a bigger
Leclerc
surprise is
outside
Leclerc in
top
11th. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Smith 13th. And also, you guys just broke the news to me that there will be no Gravedigger tonight. No Luke Huberlin. So, bummer for him, hurting his championship chances after a pretty strong showing in the offseason and a solid first race.
Yeah, you actually touched on 2 of the top stories for tonight's race. Byron coming back and Luke Heberlein not showing up due to a computer issue. So that'll switch things up in the championship a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that's equivalent to like an injury in real life, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And then in the 250 class, I guess probably no surprise, Dade Honeywell, again, your fastest qualifier. And remember last week, fastest qualifier didn't make the main event. He's got a lot of points to make up.
There was rumor going around that I think Seabolt's computer broke, but I saw him in qualifying.
He got it fixed and actually raced EMF earlier. He didn't do super well in EMF, but he did get it fixed.
Okay.
And got through EMF without issues, so I'm guessing we'll see him.
He
And Finn
is the red
Collins was-
plate holder, right? Seabolt won last week? Okay.
He is, and your second fastest qualifier was Finn Collins, and he also wasn't with us last week. So your top 2 qualifiers coming in with 0 points. If they can go 1-2 tonight, they can get themselves right back in the hunt for this thing. Looking forward to it. We should be doing a UID grab here any moment, unless I missed it. I don't think it's gone yet, and we'll be getting this thing underway. Things probably settle down a little bit tonight, I would guess, as well. A1, everyone's so hyped up.
Well, I
It's
don't
a
know
lot of
about
time on
that.
the track, and
I don't know about that one. Just because this track is so tight, I feel like there's going to be a lot of bumping going on.
yeah, let's talk about the track a little bit. It's pretty one-lined, right? Like it's
Very
really
one-lined.
fast, pretty simple design, and even the rhythm that you just went through and whatnot. A lot of guys going inside and just doubling into it, not even leaving the door open to triple in. Lines are about equal. I was watching EMF earlier as well, and same thing. A lot of the guys were just doubling in. The real passing spots seem to be the corner before the whoops. The inside is a little bit faster, but it's really risky to get in there and take that inside line.
All right, and we actually just got a restart, so that must have been the UID grab for tonight's racing. As you see Michael Wheeler on the line by himself, looking very pretty in that white and red gear.
Yeah, on the FamiMax Race Tech setup, even though he's not on the team, we hook him up with some stuff, and it looks pretty sweet, I must say. That's a made-up colorway on the Troy Lee gear, too.
Yeah, I'm a bit jelly, I'm not going to lie.
Also, Seabolt, we mentioned, leading the points in the 250 class, coming off a win, switched teams this week. So 1 week gets the win on the Prime Designs team, leaves and goes to the Launch team. I think it's Launch Graphics or Launch Designs or something. So not sure what's going on there, but kind of
I was actually on the forums downloading skins for tonight, and I guess he just wanted to be on a team with his buddies, so no bad blood between him and Prime Designs. I believe that's the team that he was on prior, or at least last week. So
Launch is on Cowie's, right? Or are they on something different this year?
I think Launch is on Honda, I believe.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and he's coming off the Husqvarna, so he will be looking at a different model for whatever that's worth. But I mean, other than that, it's not really a huge switch in sim. So it's not like a real life bike, and it's just really getting used to looking at something a little bit different. But still interesting. And you know, if he made any enemies out of the deal, he very well could have guys not giving him enough space on the track or something like that, or maybe his new team will provide him a little bit more room to get by and continue to take a run for this championship.
Yeah, I touched on it a few times last week with him jumping back and forth between the 250 and the 450. So with him winning last week in the 250 class, that basically solidifies him as a true contender for the West Coast Championship. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this championship plays out.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing how he does, and I really want to see how well Honeywell can bounce back. I was really wondering if, after not qualifying at the first round, if maybe he'd just say screw it, jump on the 450 for the year. But he really wants to try to defend that #1 plate, it looks like. And I mean, 25 points is hard to make up, but
especially in half the rounds. You got to remember that.
Absolutely. But he can dominate, and there's enough fast guys in the 250 class to really mix it up. Seabolt's not like a guy that's won a bunch of championships before, so he has to prove that he can be consistent to try to hold on to this. Or, you know, there's other guys that can mix it up too and maybe get in a chance for this championship. You know, last year I think it was maybe Mueller and Schiabro, where I think were 1-2 at the first race on the East Coast, and they didn't really do much afterwards throughout the series and whatnot. So you can come back and win these titles. It's just he cannot afford another mistake. He has to be on the podium pretty much from here on out. Yep,
absolutely. It is possible, but he's gonna have to be up front every single week from here on out.
Maybe more interesting to see will be in the 450 class. Is the 100 route domination going to continue, or can someone step up and challenge him? He had a.
This may be the track that someone can take a win from him. Honestly.
It went down to the last lap earlier in EMF. He had a battle with Jordan Olson, and it was a great battle back and forth all the way to the finish. He did edge it out, but it was not easy for him. And the top 5 guys were super, super close the whole race. And I think we'll see that again here, as long as there's not too much carnage. The track doesn't separate you too much, that's for sure. So.
All right, it looks like we're getting a restart here. I may time out again. I've been having issues with that. So let me know if you guys connect within the next few seconds here.
Yeah, I'm in, but there is a long list of guys still loading.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in, but the gate isn't loaded yet.
Right, absolutely the same here. So.
Yep,
the gate
there's
is
the gate.
now loaded.
All right, yeah. So I timed out.
All right, well, we'll call this one blind, and you can jump in the action when you get back. Kellen Brower is in the first heat, so it would be right for me to look at him off the start. Also in here is Hunter Root.
All right.
Zach DeQuee on the line. The gate is down, and they're off down to the turn. It looks like Brandon Bird from the outside slides it out.
He slid out, but I think we just
I think we had a server issue. She's disappeared, so it's actually not just you now, Hinners.
All right,
We're
yeah.
all-
So I'm in now, but yeah, there's just
Man,
a big
so
cluster of invisible people now.
computers dying, servers dying, everything's dying
So-
this week.
I'm guessing we're going to get a red flag here. I mean, we can't have that going on going into the first turn.
Oh!
These guys
And
are
yep,
starting to
everybody
come back.
comes back slow-mo. So we
Man.
should be getting a restart here, and there it is.
Berg loaded back inside of somebody and then went, was getting dragged around, so lucky for him we're going to restart.
All right,
here.
yeah. So we are getting a restart. I believe that's the first restart of the year. So
Hey, at least JLV's here to witness it if there's any issues, right?
Yeah, fix
Absolutely.
the game, JLV. Jeez.
I find it really cool that he comes in the server and watches all this unfold with all the racing and stuff.
Yeah, he probably sheds a single tear that there's no RM125s out there. Nobody representing. Is everyone back? Well, if they're not going to be able to tell you.
And Wheels
All right, now Wheels
disconnected.
is disconnecting, so gonna try to maybe fix some stuff or.
And he connected
something.
right back. So Tyler Crane, this is what happens when everyone uses 4K skins. True that.
Yeah, I downloaded some skins before the race. Holy moly. How much swag do you need?
Although I did get suckered into
Tone it down.
downloading Splitfire's 4K skins. So
I did the 2K. Are they really
Me-
2K and 4K? Like, I mean, is that
okay, so it
an
looks
official word on that? Is that accurate? They just throw that out there. High def, low def.
I definitely don't even know what you just said, so
All right, looks like we're gonna need a lineup check here.
yep.
So, just to make sure everything's good, I would say.
Mhm.
And hopefully we'll be off and racing. Round 1 ran flawlessly. Wheels killed it running.
Yeah,
and
We were
I'm sure this will be good once we get going.
I think that entire race was over within 2 hours, so
Man, it sure is taking a long time to load everybody up here.
yeah, we're waiting on I believe number 70 is Tanner Rogers, so
Yeah, get him out of here.
Samuel Bergeron is number 70.
okay.
Well, in that case, I think that's the guy
All
that
right.
posts America's Funniest Home Videos, actually.
All right.
I want to keep
and
him around.
We're in for the warm-up lap. It looks like there's an open gate. I'm not sure if that is on there. There's actually a couple open gates.
All right.
Byron down and timed out. I don't know if he was supposed to be in this heat or not, but
Well, this is just a warm-up, I'm assuming.
Yep.
yes, it is a warm-up lap. Guess we can do a quick rundown of the riders once they
Yeah,
sort out a little
absolutely.
bit
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna wait to do that as well. All right, so
Fieldberg didn't make the main last week. And
No,
he's in
he
this
did
one,
not.
so that'll be interesting to watch.
and there was a little bit of drama between him and Hunter, and Hunter is also in this heat, so maybe something will happen there. And then we got Ryan Mahan, Kellen Brower, Race Carlin, Jack Fowler, Andrew O'Hagan, Craig Richards, Brandon Berg, Chase Blakely, Tyler Morin, Tanner Rogers, Ian Lugliani, Jeremy Shipley, Tyler Crane, Zach Dupuis in this one. Brady Stanley's in this one. Samuel Bergeron, Tony Spinelli, and Daniel Mills is also in here as well. There was one open gate, like you said, though, so I wonder who that was.
Yeah, well, Don and timed out, so I'm guessing that it would be potentially him in this heat. Guess we'll wait and see when the gate goes down, but I mean, this thing's about loaded like a main event. It's going to be pretty interesting to see. Fieldberg obviously going to try to get off to the start and just get himself into the main event this week. And so starting in 30 seconds.
So, anybody want to take the over-under on how many T-bones we get after the finish line?
I think, yeah, I mean, there was quite a few in EMF earlier, so I would say about 8 throughout the night.
It's going to be an interesting. I wonder. Seems like maybe going to the inside would be the safer bet as far as getting out of there without getting punted off the track.
Yeah, and both lines are pretty similar in speed. The outside's a lot easier and less risky because you don't have to obviously jump around a corner so much, but you do leave the door wide open going out there. So
yeah, there is an issue
Could be
though.
exciting, though, for sure.
If you do go outside and you hit that rut too hard, your front end just kind of like freaks out.
yeah,
and
you
you're
lay
just,
over because it's kind of off camber.
Yeah.
And you hit the jump. So
Yeah, absolutely. All
it
right.
definitely has the potential to get uglier than a drunk dial to your ex, but I guess we'll see what happens. We'll watch that section throughout the night.
All right, I'll get set up with these cameras, and then I believe we'll be going racing as soon as everybody loads in.
Another long load for Bergeron here on the 70. Hopefully he gets in this
That's
time.
what I'm talking about.
Get off to the race.
Love a nice long load. What is that? Man.
Looks
Crazy.
like Kellen's on about the third gate out from the inside. Pretty good gate pick for Brower.
I mean, has it been like this, like really long load times, or maybe the server's
All
just
right, and
struggling
here
right now?
we go. And Kellen actually gets shuffled all the way to the outside. I'm going to go on camera with Jeremy Shipley. It looks like he's on the inside here,
Good bet.
right next to
He's on the
Ryan
second
Mahan and
gate.
Hunter Root. So let's see how this pans out for him. It looks like Ryan Mahan actually gets a really good jump as he does. He's to
Kellen
the
from the outside.
All right,
Terrible
so
jump for Shipley.
Ryan Mahan does get the whole shot. Kellen Brower's in second, and Tony Spinelli's in third. Another SYS rider in fourth, and Zach Dupuis, Dennis Fjellberg right behind him. So,
Oof.
Dupuis
oh,
and
Spinelli throws it dirty over the
Dupuis.
triple,
Oh, and Dupuis,
and Dupuis gets him.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he did get cross jumped pretty hard on the triple, and
He
around
didn't get him
goes
that bad, though.
Fjellberg.
He just, kind of took his line away, but
All right, I want to see how these guys up front here handle this track with no one in front of them.
look how loose Kellen looks so far. Must have heard us on the stream making fun of him last week.
He does got an
Barely,
angry
though.
Norwegian right behind him, though. So,
I don't think he's angry yet.
oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
always angry.
Dennis just needs to get it in the main and get some points.
I bet
Oh,
Fjellberg
man.
whips it over the triple.
Be careful not to jump into the back of Kellen here.
Oh, and
Kellen's
Kellen
side.
washes out and
Oh.
takes Dennis with him. Dennis is actually
There
going to
goes
lose a
Shipley.
bunch of spots.
Yeah, Dupuis and Shipley are going to benefit from that.
He dives into the inside,
Oh,
Shipley
nice
around
line.
A
the
bunch of
outside.
Yamahas right here, second, third, and
Oh.
fourth. Shipley's not going to.
Nice clean attempt right there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to drive it in deep, but he stopped and turned at the bottom of that berm. Fjellberg right behind this train as well.
There's actually a big trend. You got Fjellberg, Hunter Root, and Brandon Berg. Berg actually having to check. Oh, it looks like
Oh,
Dupuis
right
down in the
down.
corner. Yeah, and Dennis was actually
Collected
caught
the
in
L.
that. And Dennis having some struggles trying to get going again.
Yeah, that's two crashes that were not Fjellberg's fault. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess I didn't see the Dupuis thing. But I'm assuming he just got collected in it, so.
Well,
Bad
Dupuis
luck for
was in
him.
front of him, so I'm assuming Dupuis crashed and Dennis had nowhere to go. Oh, Shipley's still getting really close to Kellen.
Oh, Shipley!
Here goes
Uh,
Hunter Ritter on that inside, like I said.
Oh,
Line
and
Special
Kellen
Powers
actually
down.
Goes
Yeah,
down in the
Berg's going to
woods.
go down with him.
Craig
Fjellberg's going to
Richards.
get collected.
And Tyler Crane coming through now, so we,
Crane skips off the bike
Oh.
and somehow keeps it together.
So with all this happening,
people
Ryan
right
Mahan
there.
is just
Oh,
checked
Root's
out
down.
already.
oh, Crane down. Now
Oh.
O'Hagan will give it a shot here.
There's too much going on to even keep track of right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
Root
top
crashed out
four-
of a transfer, by the way. So
I guess I
Craig
should
is
say
in
top
fourth.
3 is up for grabs. Or
Fjellberg.
third and back.
Fjellberg's back into third, so he's back in a transfer. The good news is for Mahan and Shipley, they have a nice gap over the third, fourth, fifth, sixth place riders who are all really, really close battling for those last transfer spots.
Yeah, Richard is sandwiched here between Dennis and Dupuis, so he might have some serious heat on him here soon. Dupuis really looks like he wants to qualify out of the heat.
I have to say, both Richards
And
and
he's
Fjellberg
going to get the
missed man
spot
last
from
week.
Richards. There it is.
Oh, Richards jumps into him.
Ooh.
I-
Here comes Root.
I thought
could've
that the
worked out better
lag
for
bubble
Zach.
was going to mess with Zach, but it actually messed with Craig more.
Yeah.
Luckily for Zach, he was straight airing and not whipping, so it didn't really throw him around or anything, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dupuis does have a transfer spot for the time being, but he does have the defending champion and red plate holder right behind him.
He's also not going to catch any rocks to the hand with those hand guards.
Hunter Root
Oh, man.
closing in on him very, very rapidly.
Wow,
Yeah,
being patient
not
was
looking
Root
good
there. He didn't
for
dive
Dupuis.
inside where he definitely could have.
I think he's
gonna
going to
try
get
it
him right here, though,
Oh.
from the inside, and there it is. Yep,
Wow.
just like that.
Impressive pass right there. That was
I think
good
he was
line.
waiting for that
inside
line.
rut seems faster.
It is
It's
fast,
really
but
difficult,
it
though.
is difficult.
Oh, Root misses the rhythm. Dupuis gonna
Oh.
land on him? No.
Oh, man, they were
He's
so
trying to stroke
close.
Carl.
So Dupuis actually gets the spot back, and these guys are on the last lap here.
Brandon Berg in this one. Look at that. They are just shuffling position out just outside of the top 4.
Really, really impressed with the patience of Hunter Root. He checked up in that rhythm and started rolling to not get landed on. That's a really, really veteran move and something we didn't see from him at all last year, I don't think.
I think he knows where he can make his passes, so
Yeah, we'll see if Dupuis tries this inside here.
It
He's
looks
lost
like-
the spot to him twice.
yeah, he's
He
going to go
does.
to it. And executes it very, very
Oh,
well, but
Root-
Hunter's on the inside. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Dupuis saw it coming. Now Root has to protect the inside all the way to the finish, or Dupuis gonna come back on him.
He might
Oh,
be able
Dupuis
to,
getting
but-
out of shape here. Nope, he's not going to get a run at it.
Nice
So
clean
Hunter
battle
Root,
from those guys.
Hunter
nice
Root
and
taking the
clean.
last transfer spot from the first heat here.
Can we just give a shout out to Mahan and Shipley, who rode an awesome race in
Yeah,
first and second. We
absolutely.
didn't talk about him at all.
Yeah, no, Ryan Mahan, he kind of just checked out right at the beginning there. He had no mistakes whatsoever. So Ryan Mahan taking the win here in the first 450 heat. And then you
Shipley
got
in second.
Shipley second. Dennis Fjellberg missing the main event last week, qualifying straight through the heat this week. So quite a turnaround for him. And then your defending champion, Hunter Root, taking the last transfer spot in this first heat. And then you got Zach Dupuis, Brandon Berg, Craig Richards, Andrew O'Hagan, Race Carlin, Tanner Rogers, Tyler Crane, Tony Spinelli, Ian Luke Liani, Kellen Brower, Chase Blakely, Tyler Morin, Jack Fowler, Brady Stanley, Samuel Bergeron, all going to the semis now.
You need to head to that SYS truck and help Kellen put his wheels back on, 'cause I believe they fell off throughout that race.
Yeah, I think I need to. Yeah, he was in second for at least a lap. I don't know. He crashed in the whoops, and that's the last that I saw of him. So
Yeah, that was a stacked heat, so it wouldn't take much to go backwards in a hurry, that group.
We have another heat of 450s coming up in our 6 laps. Top 4 are going to go to the main, and I'm sure a whole host of fast guys are going to be on the line again. Looking forward to it. Good first race to start off the night. Nice battle for that last transfer. Nice to see some clean racing.
all right, we're
Yeah,
getting a
this
restart.
next one should have our #1 qualifier in it, correct?
Correct.
Ben McLeod.
Should have Ben McLeod, Tyson Fresquez, Byron Downen, Jack Haley, Matt Burkeen, Alexis Leclerc, Jeremy Smith. Wow.
Yeah, it's too much.
I named off like 5 names, and they can all win, so.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
interested
only
to
gonna
see
take
what
4,
Downan's
so-
going to bring.
He looked very, very good on the track. I was in a server with him earlier on today. It doesn't look like he missed a beat at all.
Ooh,
And
bad
the
start for
gates
McLeod.
down. Lots of guys down on the start straight.
Oh, I must have lagged out then. There we go. I
Mid.
finally loaded in.
Smith
Jeremy
with the holy.
Diablo, Haley, and Jeremy Cohenauer are back racing. He hasn't been racing RF in over a year, I believe.
Alexis Leclerc's up here as well. Matt Burkeen, Dago Adamo, Robert Wilson, Roberts. Looks like Downen
got-
must have had an issue on the start here.
Yeah,
Cohen-
Davis, James
Oh,
Armstrong.
Smith down.
Tyson
Oh,
Fresquez
Haley's
way
the
down.
lead.
Oh, wow. Tyson Fresca actually front flips the triple and
He's
lands
flipping
it.
out about that terrible start right now.
Literally.
Meanwhile, Jack Haley's taking the lead. Alexis Leclerc into second. Kohenauer running strong in third. And the front flip master, Matt Burkeen, runs in the number 4 spot.
And he bike humps over the finish line.
Man. Looks like pretty much
Impeccable
everybody
style.
hugging the inside after the finish, so maybe we won't see many collisions
Oh,
there.
Byron's getting all out of control on those turning doubles
Leclerc
there.
looking inside hard on Haley right now. He's not scared to throw it in there, and he's also pretty fast. So I'm expecting this one to be a battle. Guys both using the outside before the whoops, not going in to that faster inside line. Burkeen takes over third from Kohenauer.
So it looks like so far the racing has been fairly clean up front, but as you get deeper into the pack, that's where a lot of the crashes are happening.
On that finish, yeah, these guys are all going to the inside right now. Dago Adamo's moved up into the 5 spot on the number 74, being followed up by Jeremy Smith, trying to lock in some transfer spots, moving to the front. Battle for the lead continues to rage on. Is Leclerc going to try the inside this time? No, he's not. We all know he has his struggles in the whoops, so maybe just playing it conservative, not going to go into that inside or the whoops get real challenging.
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
Byron Downen looks like he has his game face on here.
Battle for 4th, the final transfer spot. Kohenauer's under pressure from Adamo. Adamo ran it in on him before.
And look who's
that
not
section.
too far behind those two. It's Jeremy Smith and Byron Downen. So
Yeah, Downen with a 55 lap time here early on. So he's running up the
Smith.
what leaders are running.
Whoa, it looks like a rider went
Oh.
off the tabletop section maybe?
maybe, but
And collected Adamo, and Ben McLeod moves up into the 7 spot now because of that. Oh, and Adamo trying to get back going, gets landed on by Fresquez on the finish line, collects Brock Hardy as well.
Terrible place for a crash right there. Piling up.
And Leclerc has taken the lead from Jack Haley while we were watching the action at the final transfer spot.
I'm
Burkeen
still
right
watching
on him now.
this action. There's a 3-way battle for the last transfer spot. Looks like Smith actually takes that spot for the time being.
Kohenauer and down and down
Oh, Smith
Gonna
cases
stay
it.
around, trying to find a hole to get through these guys. Kohenauer going to have the spot temporarily,
And
or is
Smith,
Smith going to
no,
have
Smith has it. Now Kohenauer has it again.
it? It's like wife swap out there.
And Kohenauer messes up these doubles. Gonna get passed by both
man.
Jeremy Smith and Byron Downen.
Really digging Downen's lines and just how he's riding right now. He looks really, really racy. Really calm, too.
Looking for an opening
Barely,
here at
but-
the end of the table section. He's going to
He's
dive
gonna
in on
dive
Smith.
inside. Nope, just gonna show him a wheel.
See if these guys utilize that inside before the whips. Looks like Smith is going to.
Nice.
Byron Downen opts out of that.
Gonna give Smith some extra breathing room there.
Player
Looks
takes
like-
the white flag out front. Haley still runs second and Burkeen third, but all the action is right here for this 4th place spot right now, being held by Jeremy Smith on the number 4.
Haley just ran the fastest lap of the race in second. Oh, just kidding. Fresquez at that. I just hadn't gone far enough back.
So Smith has to keep moving though, for sure. He has down in his going fast, and your fast qualifier Ben McLeod is on the charge. Regardless, there's going to be some heavy hitters going to the semi tonight.
Absolutely. Looks like Smith goes to the inside again. Byron Downen follows him, and Ben McLeod also goes to the inside.
McLeod looks really good right now.
Yeah, but I don't think there's enough time. As long as Smith stays on 2 wheels, that this spot is his.
Downen might have a shot here in this last turn to dive to the inside. Nope, not going to happen. Maybe get over this triple clean, but I don't think so.
It
Man.
will come down to cuts, but I don't think Smith had any cuts, so.
Man, him and McLeod were motoing that last lap. Both of them in the 49.4s.
All right, so Alexis Leclerc takes the 450 Heat 2 victory, And then you got Jack Haley in second, Matt Burkeen third, and for the time being, Jeremy Smith with the last transfer spot. Like I said, I don't think he cut the track, but we're going to wait for cuts to come in anyways. Because half a second, that's not a lot of time, so...
Waiting for guys to finish.
All right, and the cuts are in, and nothing changes. So Jeremy Smith with the last transfer spot. That means Byron Downen, Ben McLeod, Jeremy Cohenauer, Dago Adamo, James Armstrong, Andrew Wood, Tyson Fresquez, Jack Roberts, Holden Cote, Jason McNeil, Jeremy Schiabro, Brock Hardy, Robert Wilson, Lucas Van Heck, Devin Davis. They're all going to the semis. But
Davis is raging in chat. He's saltier than a box of crackers, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we're going to take a break from the 450 action, and we're going to get going with the 250 heats now. I'm probably going to be loading in late, so sorry about that, folks.
All right, well, we
like
got a ton of hitters.
Old school radio commentary.
August Sanders, Chris Schmider, Chase Donovan, Ryan Wilson, Zoa Cross, Jacob LaRoche, Brandon Hedge, Gustavo Denise, Hunter Deischer, Austin Anderson, Russ Chapman, Cameron Hill, Ricky Stiles, Zach Prokop, Finn Collins was your second fast qualifier, Bryce Whelan, Devin Johnson, Stefan Guido, Blake Scheinman, Caleb Stillman. Are you riders in the heat race? Number 1. Top 9 go to the main, 5 laps. Gates down. They're off to the first turn. Another good start from the outside from Brandon Hedge. He's got it. He causes a huge pile up.
And then
Zach Prokop cuts the corner a little bit
as I'm
to
still
take
loading
the lead. And there's a massive pile up in turn 2. No one's made it through turn 2 yet. Now finally, Stefan Guido takes the lead.
Whoa!
Brandon Hedge in second temporarily.
And there we go. Actually,
And
it looks
there's
like
another
I
pile
know.
up in turn 3. Is this M plus?
Probably.
Looks like it.
Davo was in second, but
All
he
right,
fell
here we
over.
go.
August Sanders is in second, but he wants to ride through the tough blocks.
It's really a shame you didn't get those first couple corners on the stream.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm loading in so late like that.
But
You're
anyways,
not
we're
actually
racing.
crashing.
Guido has about a 4-second lead after one lap by just not getting collected in the 14 pileups. Gustavo Denise runs in the 2 spot. Chris Schmider. Here comes Finn Collins tripling up before the finish. Getting cross jump Carlton goes right over the top
jumps
of him.
over the top of him.
Oh, he gets into Gustavo.
Oh, solid.
The Colonel himself.
Stiff arm.
The Colonel himself in P5 right now. Cameron Hill 6th. Zoe Cross 7th. Blake Scheinman 8th. And your last transfer spot is Rush Chapman for the time being.
Prokop back into 13th, getting up from a crash just now. Hunter Deischer back in 14th.
Collins trying to run down Stefan Guido. Guido's new nickname's going to be Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Maybe just Jersey.
Yeah.
He's going to that outside line.
Finn Collins opts to go to the
killing it right
inside.
now.
Collins looking pretty racy right now.
Oh.
He slides it out.
Riding on ice, baby.
Cameron Hill moves into the 3 spot.
Yeah, Gustavo Diniz having some problems there on the start straight. Like he had a little slide out, possibly.
Speaking of looking racy, your 5th place rider, Russ Chapman, looks like he's really pushing it right now. Just real animated on the bike, high revs. Looks like he's pushing it.
It doesn't always mean you're going fast, but
Doesn't mean
He's
he's going
fit.
fast, but he's
It
trying to go
helps.
fast.
he's in 5th, so I mean he's doing something.
Holy cow, Blake Scheinman, who forgets to sit down in every corner, is literally running to the 6th spot in a transfer, and then he slides out.
Commentator's
If he would've been sitting
curse.
down, he would have
These
been
250s
A-okay.
cannot hook up on this dirt for some reason. I didn't see any slide outs practically on the 450 class. Crazy.
Yeah, but these 250s have
Cameron
to
Hill.
pretty much give everything that they've got to even be close to the 450 speed now.
We're halfway through this thing
Finn
already.
Collins falls back to 4th. Cameron Hill up into 2nd now.
It's like
So
Finn
Collins kind of
Collins.
showing speed doesn't necessarily win races all the time, as he was.
Oh, and
How does that happen?
What happened to
The
this
Brazilian leg actually. Wow. I'd actually.
It's
affects
it's like he
Gustavo.
slipped on a banana in the air.
He looked like a roulette wheel up there. Spinning, 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 and eventually the ball's dropped.
All right, we have a battle for
We
the
have a
lead
battle.
here.
Yeah, there we go. Cameron Hill all over.
And
Guido
Finn Collins
and
right behind
Collins.
them.
We're on the last lap, I believe, so.
No, we are only on lap 5. So. They got about a lap and a half left to battle this thing out.
Here comes Bill Collins.
Oh, Guido,
He
cross
can
jump
feel it
call.
coming in the air tonight. Up into 2nd
Finn Collins looks really, really good on this track. Just
because he's on a Honda.
he's flowing
'Cause
really,
he's on a
really well.
Honda. Cameron Hill, very glad he's not rocking my number anymore. But not that he's a bad guy, I just don't like seeing other people run my number.
Collins lost a little bit of time, going to give Cameron Hill a little bit of a gap. The Launch Designs rider, number 90. So barely getting the national number last year, going all the way to winning a heat race potentially right here. Quite the improvement.
Zach
Guido and
Prokop.
Chapman, 3rd and
He's-
4th side by side.
He's still trying to fight his way back
Rush
into the top
Chapman's
9.
actually gonna
Oh. Brake checked him to put him on the ground.
solidifying that spot for himself.
The battle for the last transfer looks like there's about 4 guys that can potentially get this. One of them laying on the ground. Zoa Cross crashes himself out of it. Prokop goes to 10th. LaRoche and Sanders have spots right now in the main event, but they need to keep moving. And as I say that, LaRoche makes the mistake, allows Prokop to go through. Here comes Zoa Cross.
Oh, how does he stay up from that?
Devin Johnson charging in hard from behind as well.
Oh, and he falls
goes
off
down.
the
I
bike.
just need to quit talking about guys. Sanders is down.
Sanders down.
Crashes out of the top 9.
The Colonel ran out of chicken. LaRoche has some serious pressure from Zoa Cross into the last turn. There's 2 riders
Oh,
on
when
the
he
ground.
Zoa Cross.
This is going to be
What
a drag
just
race and come
happened?
down to cuts. Oh, LaRoche goes down. He had a good shot at it.
All right, so that was interesting to say the least.
Ben Collins takes the win. Cameron Hill goes to 2nd. Rush Chapman 3rd. Stefan Guido. Blake Scheinman all the way up to 5th. Chase Donovan. Zoa Cross. Zach Prokop. Gustavo Denis are your top 9 as of now. We'll wait for cuts, but there was a pretty good gap, so I'm guessing that'll be your top 9 going to the main.
So August Sanders, he was in a transfer spot for pretty much that entire heat race, and he's the first one to the LCQ. Devin Johnson, Jacob LaRoche, Chris Schmeider, Ryan Wilson, Hunter Deisher, Caleb Stillman, Brandon Hedge, Austin Anderson, all going to the LCQ. Just waiting for one more person to finish up. It looks like.
Oh, we got a couple guys sitting on the gate, or we have one guy sitting on the gate, and that's Ricky Styles. He just showed up to show off his bike at the gate. We have another one of these heats coming up, or no? That was heat 2, right?
That was
I'm
the
losing my
first
mind.
250 heat. We're still
I'm already
waiting for
losing my mind,
cuts.
guys.
We are still
Where's
waiting for
Wheels
cuts.
when you need him? He can't find Ricky Styles. He's looking so good. His bike's blinging and blinding him. Sitting in the gate. There goes the kick, and we should have cuts coming in.
And
momentarily.
there it
They're
is.
in.
All right, so nothing affects the top 9.
7 and
Actually,
8 did
yeah,
switch
7
around,
and 8
so
did
across,
switch around.
Zach Prokop switched spots, but it doesn't matter. They're both going to the main event. with crappy gate picks nonetheless. So
14,
250
15.
Supercross. Heat 2 coming up. Guessing
All right.
Hinners will be loading in late once again.
Most likely,
It's those 4K bikes.
probably.
Actually, I don't even know if there's any of them in the 250 class, but regardless, it's easy to blame them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Such a wonderful looking loading screen that you have there, Hinners.
Thank you. Kellen hooked me up with a nice screenshot of tonight's track, so.
You up like a tow truck. All right, this first turn, the guys have been ripping starts from the outside, and as soon as they do, it gets sketchier than Compton going into turn 1. Let's see if Dade Honeywell can take it into the main event this week. He has a great jump off the gate. He's going to try to get out early in front, and he is
All
in
right.
one of those
Wilcox
pile-ups.
down.
I am in
Oh, yeah,
now.
down.
Kyler Hockey takes the early lead. Craig Leake in second. Tyler Lewis in third. A lot of carnage, but a little bit less than heat number 1. Riley Goodfellow, Spencer Turley are your top 5 right now. We're off and racing. Let's take a look at where that number 1 is.
The red plate holder is way back as well, actually.
Honeywell in 15th right now. He's got some work to do. He jumps by a couple guys early on.
Holiak in 19th. Not a good start for him after a pretty solid race last week.
Craig Leake has taken the lead now, and he's in the hay bales as soon as I talk about him. Going to lose some time to Tyler Lewis, but I think he's going to hold the spot for now. Riley Goodfellow, great ride going early on in this one as he jumps up into the number 3 spot. The top 3 trying to break away a little bit. While the track's definitely easier this week, it looks a little bit more challenging on the 250s, that's for sure.
Ooh,
Definitely a lot more
red plate
mistakes.
holder Jeremy Seabolt down after the on-off section. He's getting caught up on someone.
Tangled.
Is Seabolt running the wrong number?
Yeah, but he's running, I bet that's his EMF number he's running. He's supposed to be number 10, so
Oh, okay.
we'll have to give him a reminder about that after this race.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who that was at first.
Honeywell's made his way up to 10th, and he has Seabolt actually right behind him, and they're making a move on Kyler Hockey, who had the whole shot earlier. Trying to get into a transfer position. And Hockey goes head over heels over bars, and Seabolt gets collected with Honeywell, who was just trying to dodge the crash.
Yeah, nothing Honeywell could have done right there.
But it works out pretty good for him.
Yeah, the one person he needs to not make the main event. He just bettered that chance right there. Seabolt's way back here now. Seabolt is in 15th position now. As I go back up to the front here, Tyler Lewis is still winning here.
Fernando Andrade is completely lagged out right now.
And Tyler Lewis did not make main last week, so he's probably stoked right now. Although a slide out right there. But he's got to lose a lot of positions to not make it at this point. And we lost Checkers.
Yeah, I believe he went to go talk to Wheels about the guy who lagged out.
Okay. Spencer Turley here in second place. Been pretty solid. He's got Craig Leake on him.
Yeah,
Matt
first,
Cromie.
second, third, and fourth, all fairly close to each other. Not within striking distance, but they're there.
Yeah, just kind of equally spaced. They all just need to kind of ride it out at this point to make the main. Honeywell probably very much relieved that he's not having a terrible race here.
Ride it out. It's not
fifth.
necessarily happening though. As Goodfellow and who else is in there? Ryan Burke were together in the corner, and now Goodfellow's down, so he's out of a transfer.
Yeah, this transfer spot's actually going to get really, really good here, it looks like.
Yeah, ninth place is under fire right now. Neil, Wells, Lerma, and Seabolt battling it out for ninth place right now. And Neil
Seabolt
Wells
makes
is
not
actually
clear either.
He was, I believe, a dead last at the beginning of this heat race. So.
Seabolt just made very, very quick work of Zach Larima right there.
Gonna lose a spot here, though.
Yeah, he's going to lose a spot. Larimer's got the inside on him, and he's going to take him down in the corner.
That's just not being patient enough on Seabolt's part. He needed to just give up that spot temporarily and try to get it back later.
Ooh, Larima actually overjumps that triple. He's got to be careful about that. Oh, and as I'm talking about him, he goes down in the whoops. So Seabolt's going to grab that spot, and Goodfellow's actually going to regain another spot because of that.
Wilcox as well outside of the top 9.
Tyler Lewis leads. I believe Chromie was leading this temporarily, and I saw him on the ground out of the corner of my eye. Whoa, Lewis is stuck behind a lapper. He's going to jump inside, and a little fall off, and there goes Chromie into the lead.
Neil Wells has got a lot of pressure behind him.
Ryan.
Oh, as I'm talking about him, he goes down.
And
So
Ryan Burke not in a real comfortable spot here in 8th either, with all these guys battling right behind him. So
Yeah, absolutely. If he crashes, he's out. So
yeah, Goodfellow would love to get 9th, so he's going to be pushing here in these last couple straightaways.
Tyler Lewis takes the win. Craig Leake's going to get second.
oh, and
Here
Burke
comes-
goes down.
Dade Honeywell and Holiak are down before the finish line as well.
Goodfellow's got the spot.
All right, everybody's up. We're good.
Goodfellow
Oh,
gets
Goodfellow.
the last transfer spot.
Just holds on, and he had a solid lead over 10th.
Ryan
second,
Burke's
so.
got to be angry about that one. He fell off over the triple.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure to deal with. I don't know how these guys do it.
All right, so Tyler Lewis taking
Thumbs, pump
250
up.
Heat 2. Craig Leake second. Matt Cromie third. Spencer Turley fourth. Dade Honeywell not making the main event last week. He's getting fifth in Heat number 2, so he's going straight to the main event this week. Whoa. Okay, so Nick Porter gets 6th. Jeremy Seabolt gets 7th. And Connor Holiak drops all the way to 8th. And then Riley Goodfellow gets 9th. The rest of these guys all go into the last chance qualifier. Thomas Wilcox, probably the biggest name out of all of these guys not making it.
Yeah, these guys, they're cutting it really close when they do the double after the finish line, and I wonder if that's maybe where they're accumulating some of these cuts we're seeing. Also, I guess before the finish line as well is an easy place to... We missed the timing gate a little bit.
All right, so it looks like we're going to get 450 semi number 1 underway right away. As soon as I load in. Actually, no, I'm already loaded in. We're waiting on, where are we waiting on? 44.
44.
.44 is Andrew Wood.
All right, and everybody's loaded in now. There is an empty spot on the gate. Actually, there's a few of them. Just kidding. All right, let's go on camera with. Let's just go on camera with A Wood now. Looks like Kellen Brower actually gets a really nice jump
Ben
from that
McLeod
inside.
off the bales in the turn. He's trying to get back into the action.
Kellen
He's
Brower
way back
with the
now.
lead out of the gate. Brandon Berg follows him. Andrew Wood, Andrew O'Hagan, Jack Roberts, Lucas Van Heck, Ian Luke Liani.
Berg gonna try to take the lead right here up the inside.
Kellen Brower just kind of trying to get his. Ooh.
Oh!
Wood
Ben
just dove in
McLeod
there.
is having a terrible start to this semi. He's back in 15th on the ground, way back.
Andrew Wood goes for the quad into the lead, almost lands on Brower.
So A Wood not being patient here. He wants to get out front and try to get away from everybody. A Wood's going to go to the inside. Kellen's got to check up and oh man.
Jack Roberts is the one that takes the brunt of that and causes
And
a massive
pile up here.
I wonder if Brower had a spotter for that one. That was real. That was
I
good
think he
patience by
knows
him.
that there's going to be people going to that inside.
Yeah,
Well,
He had seen Wood already
good move
being
on his
really
part.
aggressive as well, so knowing he left the door open.
Brandon
Berg.
Berg trying to get into second here. 41
And
machine.
he's going to go to the inside line. Is he going to
Ooh,
get
got
the
it,
line, though?
but
No, Kellen's going to come out with second
Okay.
still.
bounced too much in the whoops there. Killed his drive.
Yeah, that's the biggest difficulty with going to the inside right there. It's hard to get onto the top of the whoops from that inside line. So
Oh,
Bauer
another mistake from Berg.
challenging Wood now. Clearly getting motivation from the hometown crowd.
yep, this is his hometown race, and there's actually going to be 2 San Diegos this year. So
Is this where the Fathers play or the Chargers?
Padres.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be Petco, but we're actually in the Anaheim Stadium again.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Andrew Wood's impressive out front. Good job by him. Looking really good.
Although, Brower's maybe reeling him in a little bit here.
Kellen looking
maybe
nice
not.
and smooth as well. Brandon Berg solid in third. Toby Stocks, he had a great heat race last week. Runs in the 4th spot, and Ian Lugliani runs in 5th. A mistake by O'Hagan's going to allow Armstrong and Blakely by, and those guys can get going to try to get that transfer spot as laps are starting to wind down in this thing.
Yeah, they only get 5 laps in this semi, so
Oh, a mistake from Wood.
yeah, hey, Kylan Brower's going to
all
be
over him.
right behind him now.
But it looks like he's going to hold on.
I think Kylan's just
Berg.
trying to make it through this semi, honestly.
Maybe. He looked like he kind of wanted to get the lead there for a little bit.
Yeah, but I think
he's
he
got
knows.
Berg on him now.
I think he knows how reckless A Wood is. So
Berg
Damn.
showing him a wheel.
Is anyone else having server issues, or it's just me on my end?
you.
Yeah, it looks like it's just you. Oh, Kylan actually makes a mistake in this long rhythm section, allowing Brandon Berg to get around him. Toby Stocks not too far behind him.
James Armstrong trying to catch up to Lugliani here for a transfer spot, and Ben McLeod, your #1 qualifier, back in 7th. Charging hard, trying to get up there as well.
All right, these guys are on the white flag now. So one more clean lap, and all these guys will make it in.
Gotta give it up to Andrew Wood. He's looking better in a Victoria's Secret model out there winning this thing.
Oh,
Looking
as
in
you
the main
say
event.
that, he's gonna
Oh
fall.
my gosh! You guys are so cursed.
So Brandon Berg's gonna take the
Gee.
lead here on the last lap. Kellen Brower sitting second, just trying to manage his way through the
Wow.
whoops. Does
Wood
so.
back to 7th from one crash. These guys
Yeah,
are
these-
training out there.
These
Wow.
guys.
That Victoria's Secret model took her makeup off.
Oh,
All right, so Brandon Berg, one more corner, couple more jumps here. Brandon
nice.
Berg taking the victory here in semi #1.
Brower,
Kellen
close
Brower.
second. Stocks, Armstrong, and Lugliani. So,
Luke Liani, yep. But this
number
might
one
come.
qualifier going to the LCQ.
This could come down to cuts. Now remember, 7/10 isn't a lot of time.
So many fast guys did not qualify. Holy crap.
Yeah, Andrew Wood leading the majority of that semi, not making it for the time being. Brady Stanley, Tanner Rogers, Jack
McLeod.
Roberts.
Those guys that could win main events, and we wouldn't really be shocked. And they're going to that LCQ. I'm ready for some action, boys.
I'm waiting for this these cuts to come in. I want to see if anything plays out between the 5 and the 6 positions.
Brady Stanley coming across with the fastest lap there. 50.6 back in 8th.
All right,
Maybe he
cuts
can
do
make
come
some
in,
waves in the
and
LCQ.
nothing changes. So, McLeod, fastest qualifier, will be headed to the LCQ. He's got one more shot to try to make it into the main event for tonight. Along with A. Wood, Brady Stanley, Tanner Rogers, Jack Roberts, Brock Hardy, Andrew O'Hagan, Chase Blakely, Robert Wilson, and a host of others. Gonna wait to load in. I'm loading in really, really quick now, so
Nice. Maybe we can see one of these starts.
All right. Semi #2.
who are we
Five laps,
waiting
5
on?
more riders.
Let me run
Number
down the
100.
run down the list real quick here.
Yeah, I'll get
Warren.
that really quick. So we got Jeremy Schiabro, Tony Spinelli, Tyler Crane, Byron Downer, Robert Wilson, Dago Adamo, Samuel Bergeron, Race Carlin, Tyler Morin, Craig Richards, Devin Davis, Holden Cote, Zach Dupuis, Tyson Fresquez, Jeremy Cohenauer, Jack Fowler, and semi number 2.
Man, remember when Tyler Crane could get all the hole shots he wanted?
Oh, and Byron Downer jumps the gate, but
Davis
immediately
with
out
the
of
start
it.
from the outside,
No,
moves
and
over
he
hard
makes.
and puts
Oh, wow.
half the pack
It's
on the ground.
spaghetti! Spaghetti with the hole shot!
Tony Spinelli
It's the
with
lawnmower man. He's mowing down the competition.
Race
In the
Carlin
general,
second.
Race Carlin.
Zach
calling the
Dupuis
shots into
third.
the 1-2 spot.
Man, I didn't even realize. Man, Zach Dupuis in this one.
This is the
Holden
more
Cote,
stacked
Fresquez,
semi, I
Cohenauer.
think.
Carlin.
Oh, Dupuis down in the whoops.
And, oh, nobody else gets collected. That was
No,
impressive
Crane had to
riding.
pretty much stop in the whoops, though. Oh,
Oh.
Byron Downen just squared Dupuis up and makes the pass. That was a nice pass from Byron Downen.
I've been impressed with Downen all night. Let me tell you what, I might have to take him to bed.
Fresquez sits
actually
back
gonna
in
go to the
15
inside
spot,
here.
Speaking of taking people to bed, Sween.
And come on, Spaghetti! Get him!
Cohenauer's made his way all the way to the lead. He's battling with the lawnmower man. Race Carlin clearly not taking advantage of having the track early this week enough.
Ooh, Fresquez buried in the pack right now. Not looking good for him. He might
Carlin
have
to
to
the
go
inside.
to the LCQ.
On Spinelli and takes over the number 2 spot. Diabro squidding his way into the 4th spot. And Tyler Crane right now slides out as he
Ooh.
had the last transfer. Bergeron and Downing going to try to make the move.
Stand up, Tyler Crane.
Oh!
Dupuis and Crane are down.
Along with Samuel Bergeron at the end of the rhythm section.
Benefactor is Downing as he goes into the number 5 spot. And that looked like Cohenauer down. So Downing into 4th. Cohenauer gets up in 5th.
And just like that, Fresquez is no longer buried in the pack. He's up to 6th.
Fresquez and Davis down on the start. And now they have a shot at a transfer spot.
The last transfer spot as of now, Jeremy Cohenauer. He's got a 2-time Supercross champion right behind him, though, so...
Carlin in the lead here.
Oh, Fresquez actually has to miss that inside line.
Oh,
And-
Cohenauer's down.
Yep, so that's going to give Tyson the spot. Devin Davis is going to benefit from that, along with Robert Wilson, Holden Cote, and Jack Fowler.
Carlin has taken the lead. Spinelli into 2nd, down in 3rd. Diabro and Fresquez has the last transfer.
Oh, Schiabro crashes off the finish line. So Fresquez is going to benefit from that. Devin
As
Davis
is
is going to...
Davis.
Yeah, he's going to get a transfer spot as of now. Robert Wilson's going to gain a spot.
Ooh, ooh. Man, Jack Fowler. gets
As Davis
nutty.
gets the spot, he
Double.
loses it, though. So that's going to give Robert Wilson the spot now.
Yeah, Wilson can't feel too comfortable, though. Being in the 5th spot is about not
Byron
really good
Downing
right now.
Trying to make the pass for 2nd on Spaghetti. Spaghetti throws a fat-ass whip. They come into this long rhythm section here before the finish. Downing going to give up a little bit here.
Wow, this
Last
battle
transfer
for the
battle's
transfer.
nuts. Wilson going to keep it as he gets the rhythm clean. Holden Cote makes a mistake,
Oh.
and here comes Fowler.
Off track, he's going to miss the turn.
Cote shuts down Fowler. Fowler on the brakes at the last second, and Davis is right there.
Tyler Crane trying to
Oh,
get back
Devin
up into
Davis
this
is
thing.
going to get cuts for that one, that's for sure.
Oh, there we go. They come together.
Holden Cote now has a gap.
And Devin Davis just takes his good old... Oh, no! Tyler Crane just demolished Devin Davis. I don't know if that was on purpose, but... Wow.
Davis is
Oh,
now
and
cutting
wow.
the track.
Okay.
And
I got that one on stream. As
I
Race
missed
Carlin
it.
actually takes the win here for 450 semi number 2. Byron down in 2nd, Tony Spinelli 3rd, Tyson Fresquez 4th.
And
it
Zach
looks
Dupuis going to go to the LCQ here
looks
back
like
in
Holden
13th.
Cote with the last transfer spot out of this semi Robert Wilson, Jeremy Cohenauer, Tyler Morin, Jeremy Schiabro, Tyler Crane, Jack Fowler, Samuel Bergeron, Zach Dupuis, Craig Richards. All going to that LCQ. It's going to be a stacked one as always.
Dago Adamo with a rage quit. Don't know if we'll see him in the LCQ or not.
All right. Looks like Cohenauer actually got 6th that race with Robert Wilson's cuts coming into play.
User left your channel.
Alright, so we will be waiting for another restart for the 250 LCQ now.
Get away from my gummy bears, Reed. Those are mine. Don't even think about it.
Chat's going crazy about that ban.
Did he get kicked?
Yeah, I think Chris kicked him from the
User joined
server.
your channel.
Oh, okay. What was he doing? He was gonna...
He
At the
jumped
track and
across
try
the
to-
track to try to take Crane out.
Went from the first rhythm in backwards into the table section to try to take someone out.
Okay.
Guess Crane because
I
he
didn't see
took
the
him out,
Crane
or I think he was
incident,
probably aiming for about anyone at that point.
Yeah, he was probably just
Raging.
full on.
Kellen, I'm right there with you. I want to see the forum postings.
Yeah, maybe we should stream through that later.
All right.
We will
So,
browse the forums.
250 LCQ, August Sanders, Chris Schmeider, Blue Reeves, Bryce Whelan, Thomas Wilcox, Ryan Wilson, Jacob LaRoche, Brandon Hedge, Kyler Hockey, Hunter Deesher, Jake West, Neil Wells, Austin Anderson, Zach Lerma, Ryan Burke, Fernando Andrade, Devin Johnson, Riley Morin. I think I got everybody.
Wow, that's actually a pretty clean first turn for an LCQ. I figured it would get sketchered and week-old pizza going in there. And Devin Johnson takes the lead.
Thomas Wilcox, somewhat of a heavy hitter in
Oh,
the
Devin
LCQ
Johnson
here.
down. Wilcox to the lead.
Caleb Stillman in second on that 305 added Suzuki.
Ryan Burke, you gotta root for Ryan Burke in this one after the heartbreak.
Oh!
The leaders are down.
He almost just rode off the track. Ryan Burke did.
Yeah, there is because it was such a clean first turn, there are riders everywhere battling, taking 4 out of this thing, right?
Yeah, we're taking 4 out of this LCQ.
And it's only 4 laps, so these guys got to make moves and got to make them fast.
Wilcox trying to get the F out of Dodge here. In the
Yeah,
lead.
he's just trying to check out and solidify a spot in the main event. Not one that I'd say would be in the LCQ too often. He's consistently making mains through the heats, so kind of a surprise. Caleb Stillman actually
second
goes
and
down.
third are
So yeah,
down.
Lerma's caught up in that.
Comes Jake West
Oh, everybody's crashing
Oh.
by the triple.
into second. Yeah, they just keep piling in.
That
They need
just
more
keeps
spotters.
going.
Now August Sanders with a chance at this, right behind Devin Johnson for 4th. Thomas
Van
Wilcox
Hammer strikes
really
again.
checking
Kyler
out.
Hockey's a fucking idiot now.
Thomas Wilcox with a 9-second lead in an LCQ, partially from checking out, and partially from these guys just crashing their brains out back there. Come on, doucher, get up there. Neil
We're already
Wells.
halfway done with this LCQ, so
Yeah, it looks like Neil Wells maybe not going to make it after almost coming back in the heat race to make it. Not going to do it here in the LCQ, it looks like. Fernando Andrade doesn't look like he's going to make it. Ryan Burke has rage quit. So,
Billman crashed out of a transfer.
man,
Sanders has 4th now. The Colonel.
Wilcox 12-second lead at the line. Jake West second. Then Devin Johnson and August Sanders. Lerma is the guy on the outside looking in right now in 5th.
Austin Anderson's not too far behind him,
Johnson's
though.
off the track in the last transfer, loses it. No, he was in 3rd.
No, he was in
doesn't
3rd,
lose it.
so-
But did he get cuts for and Lerma going to get it? I don't know. Oh, we have another lap.
Yeah, we
I'm
got a
losing
whole
my
nother
mind.
lap to go, so these guys aren't out of the woods yet. 2 seconds.
Go
between
home,
4th and
checkers.
5th.
You're drunk.
Or not drunk enough, depending on who you ask.
I haven't even been drinking tonight, boys. Maybe that's the problem.
Ooh, Austin Anderson crashes out in 6th.
Oh, August Sanders actually goes down before the triple. Not off the bike,
Uh-oh.
so he's only going to drop back to 4th. He's still in transfer.
Now he's going to deal with Zach Lerma. My wife is cooking something that smells fan-fucking-tastic.
All
Is
right,
it meatball
Thomas.
pizza?
I might have to break for dinner.
Thomas Wilcox taking the LCQ win here in San Diego. Jake West, he's just going to try to mosey his way on into
Devin
2nd.
Johnson's coming in hot.
Oh, no, he's just going to play it safe. He's going to give it to him. And then, yeah, so Jake West 2nd, Devin Johnson 3rd, and August Sanders about as OG can get, taking 4th. I do want to know if Devin Johnson's going to get cuts, though. So we're going to wait for cuts to come in. Zach Lerma, Bryce Whelan, Brandon Hedge, Caleb Stillman, Ryan Wilson, Neil Wells, Hunter Deesher, Riley Morin, Austin Anderson, Jacob LaRoche, Tyler Groening, Blue Reeves, Fernando Andrade, Chris Schmeider, Ryan Burke, Kyler Hockey, all missing the main event tonight. August Sanders is the guy with UID number 2, so he's the most OG you can get without being JLV.
I love people that decide that do stupid stuff.
Whoa!
Did we get a switch?
Look at, okay, so Thomas Wilcox and then Devin Johnson and then Jake West and then I believe it was
42
August.
fell out. Whoever that
oh
was.
Sanders did fall out.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
42 got moved to 5th.
All
Sanders
right,
got 5th, and will be not going to the main event after cuts. Bummer for him.
all right. So for the 450 LCQ, we've got Devin Davis, Jack
Will not be
Roberts.
racing.
Okay, he won't be racing.
Nope.
All right, so Jack Roberts, Lucas Van Heck, Ben McLeod, Jeremy Schiabro, Tyler Crane, Brock Hardy, Robert Wilson, Andrew Wood, Chase Blakely, Daniel Mills, Samuel Bergeron, Tyler Morin, Andrew O'Hagan, Brady Stanley, Tanner Rogers, Craig Richards, and Zach Dupuis. And it looks like Dago Damo and Jeremy Cohenauer and Jack Fowler. All right.
Will the number 1 qualifier qualify for the main?
That's a good question. I'm going to actually go on camera with him, see if he gets a good start. Looks like
O'Hagan.
a decent start. And
Ooh, Andrew
no,
Wood.
Slides it out.
Zach Dupuis
Andrew
actually
Wood
is
mid-pack.
caught in that first corner.
So a 3rd good start for Jeremy Cohenauer. 3rd time's a charm, they say, right? He's been up front in both qualifiers so far. Hasn't put it in the show yet. He's leading this one.
How about Daniel Mills? I don't think he's ridden a race tonight. I think he must have just got here. He's been just chilling on the line, I think.
Robert Wilson,
Maybe
who
he raced the
narrowly
semi,
missed
though.
it in the semi. And then Brock the Party Hardy runs in 4th, and Andrew O'Hagan's coming in hard behind him on the number 55.
Fastest
the double
qualifiers.
on.
Ben McLeod right
Dupuis.
here. Schiabro,
Dupuis and
Dupuis.
Crane really need to make this main event.
Oh, Dupuis just made a sick pass on Jeremy Schiabro. Wow, I'm glad I got that on stream. And Schiabro cuts the track. Didn't affect anything, but
Oh, Cohenauer was down.
Maybe just got out of shape.
maybe.
Daniel Mills in the lead here.
Yeah, Cohenauer's now got pressure from O'Hagan for this last transfer. Is he going to blow it again?
They've got the number 1 timed qualifying qualifier back behind them. Gonna be running hot laps here trying to get it done.
I think he's trying to be patient this time, maybe realizing that's what's been biting him because he hasn't been pushing real hard to
Nope,
the
he's
front.
burning up the track.
There he
baby.
goes to the inside hard.
Whoa! What just happened?
Oh,
That's
He
called
went
Aussie
inside
lag, I guess. And now
Oh.
he unsafe track re-entry. Things are not looking good for
Well,
Ben
maybe that's
McLeod right now.
maybe that's why he hasn't qualified yet.
there was a whole lot of stuff that just happened in a very little amount of time.
But Zach
Hey.
Dupuis got a chance now.
Andrew Woods laying in the dirt after nearly winning his semi, not going to the main.
What a heartbreaker.
We have a battle for the lead between Mills and Brock the Party Hardy.
Come on, T. Craig.
Wilson and Tanner Rogers, who he was a title threat in my mind going into round one. I don't think he even raced round one, and now he's barely going to make this main if he can keep it upright.
Because he's riding a KTM. Daniel Mills might be under fire here for the lead. Brock Hardy making a charge.
Being in that number 4 spot in the LCQ is more dangerous than Compton, so Rogers better keep a move on, as everyone's going to be shooting at him.
Oh, Daniel Mills actually goes down in the lead.
Oh, he's going to go outside the top 4.
So that's going to give
Hagen
Brock
with a
Hardy the lead.
mistake.
Wow.
Dupuis goes into 4th.
Holy moly. Daniel Mills crashed in the lead and he's in 9th.
The white
For
flag is
one
out.
crash.
Brock Hardy going way outside, and actually Robert Wilson is going to take the lead from him.
These top 3 just need to not crash, and they'll be in this main.
Oh,
Dupuis has
they're going to
pressure
crash.
from
They can't
O'Hagan.
ride like this and hold it up, man. The top 3 are getting nutty.
Rogers
Oh,
looking
man.
inside on
Oh,
Oh,
Hardy.
yeah.
Hardy gets it. Oh, Wilson
Wilson
goes
gets the short
down.
end of the stick.
That is, that's got to be frustrating for
Boner
Wilson.
in 3rd. O'Hagan has a transfer for now. It's going to come down to the last turn in this last rhythm.
O'Hagan's
Oh, God.
not getting the rhythm right. Oh, boy.
God. Come on.
Wilson and
Dupuis.
Crane.
Tanner Rogers with the
Rogers,
victory.
Hardy.
Brock Hardy, Zach Dupuis, Robert Wilson, and then Tyler Crane.
Wilson with a sick transfer at the line, too.
Tight,
And cuts might come into play
times,
here.
though. It's going to come down to cuts.
Cuts
Yep,
might
3/10
play a
of
factor.
second for 4th and 5th. Oh, that was a good race. Holy moly.
Now we just wait for cuts to come in.
I feel like LCQs always bring out the best racing. At least from a spectator point of view.
Jeez.
Waiting for
Yeah,
cuts
maybe
to
we should
come
just-
in.
Maybe we should just have a series of 4-lap races.
No, we're actually just going to make the main events 4 laps.
Well, bummer for Tyler Crane if he doesn't make it. That was very close. And bigger
Times
bummer
are
for Daniel
close.
Mills, who led 3 out of 4 laps there. Or maybe it was only 2, but crashes and goes from 1st to 9th.
All right, cuts are in. And actually,
Oh.
T. Crane does make it in.
Oh, who
Oh,
did it?
Robert
Wilson.
Wilson's the
Wilson.
one who gets the short end. So
Man.
Tyler Crane getting that last
He
transfer
really got the
spot.
short end too, because he was in the lead and got taken out.
Yep.
When he could have just, I mean,
Yep.
those guys could have just cruised.
Brock Hardy kind of ran him high in that 180 before the second triple.
Got to get it done, I guess. And I mean, it wasn't like the dirtiest thing I've ever seen, but he definitely didn't leave him too much room. And with the whole front end being so sensitive, kind of didn't have a chance there to keep it upright. Bummer.
All right, we're building the main events, or no, we're going to go straight into the warm-up lap for the
Oh, yeah.
250 main event.
Put me in, coach.
Y'all ready for this?
We need some hype music. Hey, are you guys gonna do the lurch scream before the main event gate drop?
Are you ready?
Yeah, and then you gotta hold it for like 3 seconds. Hold that note.
Yeah, my kids are sleeping, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Wake them up.
Hey, we're still holding over 150 viewers. I was hoping we'd have more than a Kardashian nude tonight, but I guess we're doing all right.
All right, so as these guys are loading in, I will go through the lineup here for the 250 main event. We've got Spencer Turley, Riley Goodfellow, Tyler Lewis, Dade Honeywell, Jeremy Seabolt, Zoe Cross, Stefan Guido, Gustavo Diniz, Jake West, Connor Holiak, Matt Cromley, Rush Chapman, Cameron Hill, Zach Lerman, Nick Porter, Zach Prokop, Finn Collins, Chase Donovan, and Devin Johnson.
It's going to be just survival to get through this first turn. Every single race tonight, it seems like the guys from the outside seem to be getting really good starts and coming in hot and then clipping the guys in the front end, and it gets really, really tight in that first turn. Black skinnier than an Ethiopian on a diet. Little gnarly, trying to survive that first turn. Main event time again. Do you guys think Seabolt keeps the red plate for another week?
I don't know. He hasn't really had that strong of a night, but it's hard to say. I mean, other than the heat race winners, I guess.
I don't know. I
seems
think
like everybody struggled a little bit.
I think Finn Collins might take the W here tonight.
Did look pretty good in the heat race.
I'm hoping for some Dade Honeywell redemption after the rough night that he had at round number 1.
Yeah, how can you count him out? I mean, fastest qualifier,
Defending champion.
champ.
Yeah, he's always up there.
Bad luck last race, but.
All right, and we're going to be loading in here for the 250 main event. And I'm actually going to go on board with Dade Honeywell off the start to see how he kind of...
mixing it up.
He does have a good gate, so let's see how this works for him.
I like his whole setup he's got going on. Good look.
Very good look. And we're off for the 250 main event here in San Diego. Dade's going to get a pretty decent start here.
Wilcox from the outside, Leak from the inside.
Oh,
the whole shot going to go
no.
to Thomas Wilcox as he goes
Leak
off
went
track.
down, and Dade was part of that pileup.
A little bit of a cheater
Wilcox,
line there.
Donovan, Turley, Denise, Stefan, Jersey, Guido runs in the top 5 early on. And there's your red plate holder, Jeremy Seabolt, with a much, much better start than he had earlier in his qualifier. And who's that off the track?
So
And
the
Finn
Split
Collins,
Fire
that's
boys.
Wilcox.
The Split Fire boys having a very rough go at it here early on in the main.
Honeywell back in 17th.
Bummer for Wilcox. He went from 1st to 7th going off the track before the whoops. He's
Gustavo
trying to make a move.
misses that last corner there. He's going to have to go around the outside of it.
Spencer Turley leading us
Hey
around
y'all,
for the first
I'm
lap.
running in the lead. My name's Spencer Turley, and I'm going to run away with this win. Turley wanting to run the 450 class, doesn't have himself a pro license at the moment, but looking great in the 250 class, trying to earn that thing back. Gustavo Diniz running in 2, and there's the red plate of Seabolt looking inside. Nope, he's going to go follow around the berm.
I mean, I hate to be off topic here, but is that like the best finish line flagger we have? Like, is that the most official looking guy that we could get? What do we pay that guy?
As much as these guys pay for entry fees.
Gustavo Diniz making some mistakes. That's going to allow Seabolt to go by.
Seabolt's setup is looking really, really good. I'm not going to lie. The Honda with the red plate.
We wouldn't want a liar.
Oh, that's good at least.
There could be a battle for the lead here shortly as Seabolt is on it. So, I guess don't count the guy out, even after some struggles.
Seabolt now putting the pressure on Turley. To the whoops they go. Nose to tail.
Seabolt's going to try to make the move here really, really soon, I think.
He needs to, or he needs to give him some space one way or another. Looks like he's going to go inside right here.
And there's the move right there. Very, very clean pass, though.
Nice wheel tap as well.
Gustavo's going to try to take advantage of it, too, and drop Turley all the way to 3rd.
And there's the Brazilian leg bubble. It looked like there was enough room between the two, but leg said otherwise.
Heat 2 winner Tyler Lewis back in 10th right now, trying to come up through the pack.
Wilcox looking feisty in third right now. After
Where
getting that whole shot.
is... Well, my pick to win isn't doing too hot.
Yeah. 19th.
Yeah, Dade Honeywell.
Whoa.
Dade Honeywell all the way back in 17th now, maybe. Nope.
Yeah, definitely not doing himself any favors considering he has 0 points on the season.
All right, I'm going to move back up to the front here, though.
Bolt
Seabolt
running away.
Yeah, he's already trying to check out of this. Oh, slides. Oh, okay. That's an interesting line.
Going off a little bit. He's hot dogging it out.
Gonna
in the
receive
lead.
some cuts for that one.
Yeah, well, he better just hope that nobody finishes too close to him. But right now, it looks like he might have a healthy lead. These guys aren't careful. Keep him in
Use
sight.
the
Thomas
left
Wilcox in third.
Wilcox is very animated on the bike.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch guys that do that.
Yeah. He looks comfortable, which is always a good sign.
Oop.
Even though he had to come through the LCQ, though.
Guido Turley and Chromie having a battle for 5th right here. Ben Collins just behind them a little ways, but definitely a lot of... Oh, there we go. T-bone
Chromie.
steak, ladies and gentlemen.
Chromie actually got
gonna laugh
affected
in.
by that.
Ben got a 3-for-1 in the rollers after the finish there.
Honeywell's still all the way back in 17th,
Battle for
though.
second. Short-lived. Deniz and Wilcox were going at it there.
They're still kind of going at it. Wilcox isn't too far out.
Yeah, it looks like Wilcox tried to go to the inside before the whoops and made a little mistake. Wasn't able to
Oh,
close the deal.
he's really close now. He's going to go to the inside. No, just going to show him a wheel. He wasn't too close.
Flirting with disaster with that pole of death right there.
And the Brazilian leg bubble. Can't forget about that. Oh, Gustavo actually goes down. Wilcox is
There
going to
you
get
go.
that spot.
If there's a way to pass a Brazilian, that's it right
That's
there.
the only way.
Let him crash out to the outside and stay out of that bubble.
All right, so we got Seabolt, Wilcox, Deniz, Leak, Spencer Turley, Matt Chromie, Finn Collins, and Tyler Lewis. Rush Chapman and Colin Holiak rounding out the top 10.
Come and go when you damn well please on checks.
Yeah, well, trying to keep guys riding like idiots not on the track.
Referee,
Yeah.
and what we missed? What happened?
No one's gotten kicked yet. Just someone on the watch list at the moment to make sure they don't do anything dumb.
Hey,
Showing signs of potentially being a problem. So I always like to have a second set of eyes on it as well. And Wheels is not as happy with the banhammer as I am. So
well, it's always good to keep these guys in line because it promotes better racing and keeps all of this wide open crossing the track BS out of here. Thomas Wilcox is trying to catch first, but man, Seabolt is.
So if Seabolt needed to
charging,
make a
so.
statement, he just did it because he lapped Dade Honeywell on lap number 8.
Oh, and not looking good for Honeywell to repeat championships this year, but there's some guys that are close to Seabolt's speed, but they can't let him,
They
reel
can't
off
let him
win
do
after
this.
win.
They can't let him get out front early and just check out like
Oh,
this. Wilcox is
Wilcox
actually
down.
down in second. Gustavo might... No, Wilcox is already out.
Gustavo's spaced out, yeah, so, man, Seabolt might win this one by a really big margin if this keeps happening.
Ben Collins has worked his way into the 5 spot. I don't know if you guys have been talking about him at all or keeping an eye
Yeah,
on
he
him,
actually got a 3-for-1 on stream, so...
Yeah, he's coming
But
through the pack.
Matt Chromie is right behind him. We kind of forget about Chromie week in and week out. Always
Has Chromie
seems...
ever won a 250 championship?
No, he's been super close, but he hasn't
Okay.
pulled it off in a RF.
I'm gonna say I at least remember him being like the guy, or one of the guys.
Yeah,
for a season, for
2
sure.
years ago, he was one of It actually
think
came
it
down
went
to the
down to
last
Vegas,
round.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, Cameron Hill going off track just outside the top 10. Honeywell up to 13th now, so doing a little bit better here. He was 19th earlier. Like, after a couple laps in the race, he was in 19th still, so. I mean, not, he needs to kind of dominate if he wants a chance at the championship, but he, doing what he can here late in the race. Ben Collins trying to make the pass for 4th. Who keeps it tight?
And he's actually going to make that pass. He's got the inside line here.
Nice riding by Finn Collins. He's been impressive all night. And his setup is clean.
Oh, Finn Collins goes down trying to squeeze to the inside line before the
And
Craig
Craig
whoops.
Leak is in 3rd. Finn Collins in 4th. Did I miss something?
Yeah, are we missing some? Oh, Gustavo
happened to-
Diniz. He's actually legged out.
Okay. Well, guess we'll just kind of wait and see if he pops back into 3rd or what. But right now, Finn Collins knocking on the door of a podium here in 3rd. He can hang on for 4 more laps, which fully capable of doing here. Let's see, where did Finn not race last week?
He did not
He did
race
not.
last week.
Oh, so making his debut here and doing a solid job.
Yeah, actually, it might have been partially our fault for Finn not racing last week. We kept approving his license request and it wasn't changing, so he wasn't able to sign up. Wheels got it fixed for this week, but
Man, he
wasn't
should've-
aware of a problem. And thankfully, Finn was not a dick about it or anything, was super cool about it, so that's definitely always appreciated.
For sure, I
Nothing
wonder why he
purpose.
didn't just race East at that point, but I don't know. Connor Holiak up to 6th. It seems like he struggled early on in this race a little bit, or at least somewhat buried in the pack. So.
Oh, it looks like he was just magic manning.
Yeah, he got the swappy doos right before the finish line. Ate it. Jade Honeywell into 8th. And trying to pass for 7th.
Yeah, he's trying
Oh.
to get around Rush Chapman here.
So, maybe not too bad after all. I mean,
I think this is what you would call a championship ride from him, potentially, to at least somewhat keep this thing alive.
oh man. Oh, that could have been bad. Chapman really faded.
And there's Honeywell
over
getting
on that
around.
triple.
It looks like Honeywell unlapped himself, though, so...
Oh,
Chapman.
getting the squeeze.
Oh, Honeywell jumps off the track. He's just going to let Seabolt go.
Oh, dang. Honeywell was just knocking on the door of 6th place. Back to 9th now. He probably could still get back up to 6th, but that's a bummer.
Seabolt's got 2 more laps to go now. Wow, and Honeywell just gets shafted from a lapper stopping in the middle of the track. Not sure why he did that, but...
Right, so Honeywell back into 7th, though, so he doesn't have too far to go to get up to 6th, but Holiak probably clear in 5th if he doesn't make any major mistake here. Matt Cromie in 4th, Finn Collins, solid 3rd, and Thomas Wilcox 2nd. They're pretty spread out, not much chance for battling, except maybe Cromie can catch Finn Collins here for a battle for 3rd, but pretty spaced out here late in the race. Holiak goes down. So Honeywell is catching Chapman, and Cromie is catching Collins. I don't know which one's going to be a battle first. Looks like maybe Honeywell and Chapman.
Looks like Honeywell's on the charge right now, just trying to get one more position, because that's about all he's going to be. Oh, Gustavo's,
back.
yeah, Gustavo's back now.
After his banana break,
So
he
that's
is
gonna put
here
it
in 6th.
That's gonna put. Wait, what position? 6th? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in 6th
Okay.
place.
So
See if
actually,
he can hang on
Dade's
to the
in
end here.
8th now.
Oh, Deniz goes down. Watch out! Watch out! He's got a bubble.
Oh, and
he
the
didn't
bubble's
watch
gonna
out.
get
He
him,
didn't
and that's actually gonna
watch
give Dade
out.
2 spots now.
Honeywell into 6th at the line. Nice ride.
All
Gotta
right.
Watch out for that bubble. We
So-
got riders down blocking the. Oh, okay. There we go. Spencer Turley cleared them out for us. Nice job at the finish.
So
All
as
right,
all that
so-
was going on, Seabolt does take his 2nd win of the year, still undefeated. Gonna retain that red plate here, at least for
Wilcox
next week.
2nd.
Wilcox in 2nd. Finn Collins gonna crash over the line. Yeah, over the
got it.
line. Wow. Over the line in 3rd. Matt Cromie 4th for the time being. Connor Holiak's gonna cross the line in 5th, guaranteed. And then Dade Honeywell, defending champ, first main event of the year. A terrible start, and he ended up getting 6th. So great ride for Dade. 7th, Gustavo Diniz. He legged out halfway through the race and came back. Rush Chapman with 8th. 9th is Zach Prokop. 10th, Craig Leake. Turley, Lewis, Hill, Guido, Donovan, Cross, Goodfellow, West, Lerma, Scheiman, Porter, and Devin Johnson all getting points here for the 2nd round of the West Coast Championship. Looks like we're getting a restart, and we're going to be getting the 450 main event lineup check underway. So we got
right.
Brandon Berg, Hunter Root, Jeremy Shipley, Kellen Brower, Jack Haley, Tony Spinelli, Tyler Crane, Brock Hardy, Toby Stocks, Byron Downen, Matt Burkeen, Race Carlin, Ryan Mahan, James Armstrong, Tanner Rogers, Holden Coate, Dennis Fjellberg, Alexis Leclerc, Zach Dupuis, Ian Lugliani, Tyson Fresquez, Jeremy Smith in this one.
Shout out to Wheels for, even though we had problems in the beginning of this one, we still might get done right around 8 o'clock. So.
Fieldberg sitting in the gate on the warm-up lap. Hopefully he's actually around, ready to race. He might have fallen asleep. He's been known to do that.
Yeah, it is really late
Where's
for
he from?
him.
Finland?
Norway.
Norway. Yeah, same difference.
He races EMF, goes to sleep, I believe, and then races RF, and then also has a job. So I don't know if he's around. I hope so. After not making the main last week, and then if he doesn't leave the gate, that would not be good.
Yeah, but I mean, if you already missed one main, what? Yeah, that's the diff.
Yeah.
With this field this stacked, man, it's gonna be hard to make any kind of a comeback.
Who do you guys got for this?
I'm pretty much gonna pick Fresquez every time.
Byron Downen in his return.
Actually, I'm gonna switch to Byron Down, and I really liked what I saw out of him in his 2 races he's done so far tonight. Looks really racy, really smooth.
Who do you got,
And-
Chris?
Yeah.
It's hard not to pick Hunter Root, but I don't want to pick Hunter Root, so I'm going to pick Mahan to take the win.
All right, so 2
not bad.
Byron Downens
Yes.
and a Ryan Mahan.
Well, if you guys just want to both pick Byron, I'll just take the field.
No, I'll just take. I'll stick with Fresquez. I do like Down in, but I'm gonna stick with Fresquez. We gotta be
I
different.
like a lot of guys, but we have to pick someone, you know?
Yeah, we
have
gotta
something
be-
to talk about.
We gotta be different. So I'll pick Fresquez.
Hey, Sweeney, soon to be daddy.
Yeah.
How was your bachelor party? Was it wild? Because this is about to be wild.
I don't think there's children watching. I don't think we can talk about this on the air.
Let's get hyped. Oh, man. I love watching the racing this year because everyone's so good. There's so many good guys that it's like a guarantee for good racing.
Yeah, I'm gonna just slip out of these pants. Keep it loose, baby.
Flashback to like 2012 Lost Schugel.
Yeah, Heat Crane got me out of my clothes that day for sure.
Where do you
Hot
guys
lap after hot lap?
where do you guys put Kellen at in the main? Where do you think he finishes?
21st.
I'm gonna
No,
go
I-
7th. Mr. Consistent Kellen.
I don't know where to put him, but yeah, I'm thinking like top 10, right around there. I don't, kind of non-committal. I guess I could say 9th, kind of a gay answer.
He's as solid as Sweeney's penis when the word Tyson comes up.
Oh yeah, baby.
And since I'm biased, I'm actually going to go on board with Byron Downen. He is on the outside of the box, but he's in between Jeremy Smith and Tony Spaghetti, as Sween would say.
Fjellberg not on the gate.
Speaking of the spaghetti, that dinner smells amazing. And I cannot wait for this to be over so I
All
can eat
right. Downen actually
Myth.
doesn't get a good start. Someone's flipping. It looks like that was Ryan Mahan.
Jeremy Smith with the hole shot, baby.
The Lawnmower Man and
smoke and
Alexis
all.
Leclerc. Fresquez is running in fourth and Brandon Berg in the top 5.
Red plate
Oh,
holder.
Fresquez with a decent
Hunter
start.
Root
It's over,
right there
baby.
as well.
Mr. Consistent is Jeremy Smith, right?
Oh,
So-
Alexis
somebody
Leclerc
over
and
the
Tony
berm.
Spinelli both over the berm.
Root showing a lot more of that maturity. He was on the
Fresquez
outside.
into second.
And kept smooth. I can't think of the last time that Tyson actually got a start in front of his main competitors. Other
Right.
than
Man.
Jeremy Smith, he's got a start tonight.
He struggled to come through the pack, but if he's up front like this, he could do some damage, man. Glad I changed my pick right before the gate drop.
You're counting those chickens a little early.
Oh, I've already beheaded them and have them in the old frying pan there.
Look at these trainer riders.
Oh,
Brandon
we need
Berg,
a
Matt
style
Burkeen,
check over
Hunter
that triple
Root,
right there.
Byron
Ooh,
Downen.
Root. Trying to make the
Rips
pass
that
on
inside.
Burkeen. Yeah, man, he rips that inside, just up and everything. Impressive. Oh, and he's just like that, makes the pass so smooth.
I think we'd all agree his only weakness last year was just being a little bit too quick on the throttle at times and not waiting for the right opportunity. And he's showed earlier tonight he can be patient. So that's trouble for these guys. They need to try to get away out front.
Man, those rollers after the finish just stress me out.
And there's the pass.
Wow, Berg gets sent up into the tough blocks.
Come on, Fresquez.
Man,
Don't
look
let
at the
this Joker
top
push you
4.
around.
Like Jeremy Smith, Tyson Fresquez, Hunter Root, and Matt Burkeen.
Downen
and then
now is
Byron
Yeah.
in
winning it.
5th.
I was gonna say we've been talking about Root come through the pack, but down and not far behind here. We're gonna have a battle for the lead here soon.
Guys gotta get some work done early. They're gonna be at the lappers a lot earlier this week with the shorter lap times.
Byron actually not tripling before the finish line.
Oh, my pick for the wins in 21st right now.
Brower,
Yeah, I think he
7th
was
place right now.
he was tumbling on the start straight, so
Tyson is all over Smith.
Before things get too crazy, we're already getting crazy.
It's getting crazy right now as they split lines into the whoops.
As soon as we get a chance, we should probably do a rundown because we might not get another chance for the rest of this race.
yeah,
We
but
might
I don't want to
already
miss
not have a
anything.
chance.
Yeah, I don't
we
want to
might
miss
not have a
anything.
chance already. And these guys are going to be battling for a long time.
Well, while you guys watch the race, I will commentate the top 10 real quick. Just keep an eye on the lead, and we'll be right back to it as Jeremy Smith leads temporarily. Fresquez all over him. Hunter Root runs in 3rd with a small mistake.
Oh,
Matt
Fresquez
Oh,
down
Byron
actually.
And Hunter Root jumps over him as he's down on the start straight. So
So Tyson goes
Burkeen
from 2nd to 5th, just like that.
He's still right on these guys, and the good news for him is he still doesn't have to go through the pack with riders that are going to be much slower than him, so he might still be okay here.
Continuing on down, Brandon Berg runs in 6th. Kellen Brower still running solid in 7th. Toby Stocks up in 8th. Race the General Carlin runs in 9th. And Holden Cope running strong, rounding out your top 10 right now.
Down and all over Fresquez for 4th. Down and kind of screwed up the whoops a little bit, allowed Fresquez by, but he is all over him now.
Oh, he has to go from the right side of the track to the left side of the track, just not to
Oh.
hit Tyson.
Damn, I thought he was going to try to make that inside line work. That would have been sketchy.
Ooh, Tyson
top
gets a little
5.
sideways down and gets really sideways and goes down.
Ooh. Top 5's kind of spread out a little bit here. They're cooling their jets. Maybe maybe regroup
Yeah,
here.
I think Root's making up a little time on Smith at the moment.
Oh, Downing just got passed by a bunch of guys. Couldn't get up quick enough.
Bird,
so he's
Stocks,
got,
Brower, and then Downing.
yeah, he's got the pack right on him too. So
And he actually
Lots
gets
of guys
around
motoing right
Kellen.
ooh, guys down before the triple. Bit of a roadblock.
49.3 last time around for Hunter Root, a 50.1 for Jeremy Smith. Root is chipping into that lead. Matt Burkeen, a 50.1.
I'm actually going
Tyson
to
Frisco,
go on
50.3.
board with Hunter for a lap just to...
Leclerc up into 8th. I don't know if you said that when you did your rundown, but
He was outside the top 10 when I did my rundown, so he is making moves.
Oh,
we have
Hunter-
a pass for the lead almost.
No, Hunter Root flies into the back of Smith. Neither of them go down, but Hunter Root got pretty much stopped to a dead halt there.
Fresquez creeping up on Burkeen here for 30. He has these guys in his sights.
There was a mistake from Smith in the lead, so that brings Root right back to his back tire. That brought Burkeen along with him, so top 3. You can throw a blanket over him.
I'm going to stay on board with Hunter Root.
Oh, couple lappers down. Is that going to affect him? Root almost gets collected. Burkeen's actually getting up behind them and has to try to get through somehow.
Both of these guys
Try
go to
that
the
inside.
Hunter Root.
Nice.
There's plenty
Ruined
to
Burkeen's
come.
run.
Burkeen with a
There
big
goes
mistake in
Tyson.
the whoops. Couldn't hold it together with that inside line there. And
He was just left with no choice where to go. A couple of lappers
Oh.
there. He had to adapt.
Tyson hugging the edge of the track there, almost went off, but looks like he's solid in third
Oh, look
now.
at the lead.
Oh!
I'm still on board with Hunter Root, so this is a great view.
I mean, Smith does have a nice ass.
I'm
Root's
not
all up
arguing
in
with
it
you
right
on
now.
that.
Root's going for it.
And there, oh
Ooh,
no!
baby.
About as close as you can get without actually making contact.
Smith's got to hurry up and get through this race so he can get ready for Arena Cross.
Arena Cross.
Hunter Root destroyed that inside line, and
There he
here's
goes.
oh again!
Oh,
He keeps
man.
kind of tapping him in the corners, but
I'm really pumped on all the clean racing we've seen so far tonight. I mean, there's been a couple dirty incidents, but man, Root could have just put him over the berm right there. Instead, we're gonna continue to see this great battle unfold.
So with all that, Hunter Root still runs a 51 flat.
Yeah, 50-0 for Fresca, so he gained a little bit on these guys that last time, up 2 seconds back.
he's got a clear track, and they have a ton of lappers coming up in front of him right now.
Burkeen and Downing are about 10 seconds back from Fresca, so they're falling off a little bit here. Brower's still in 8th.
One thing I'm noticing about Hunter Root is he's staying in a very high gear. He's always in like 4th or 5th gear on the track.
He goes from first in the corners and just starts upshifting right away.
Well, I bet his suspension's gonna work a lot better, huh?
As they go by this group of lappers, or they're going
Tyler
to try
Crane
to.
being one of them. Still sticking
Fresquez now
together
has to
through
get
the
them.
lappers.
He's definitely making up time on these guys. He dropped to 49.6 last time around, a 49.9 and a 50.5 for your 2 front runners. 21 is lurking back there.
And
Oh,
the pass
Root.
is coming. Oh, he takes
him down that
Smith
time. Tyson's
down.
going to take advantage.
Oh, and Smith got Tyson's rear wheel and went down, actually.
You had to know
Oh.
that that was going to be coming here pretty soon. Hunter was
Yeah,
just
I mean-
behind him for too long.
Well, he kept tagging him just a little bit in the corners, and that time he tagged him a little harder and put him down.
Well, it looks to me like he tried to leave him room like he did in that corner that they just went through a couple laps ago, but it looks like Smith didn't follow the outside quite as much as maybe Root was expecting. But either way, that's a bummer to see, although Smith definitely capable of catching back up to these guys. And
Yeah, I mean, Root's angle was a little sharper that time, too, because he slid out a little more when he scrubbed the double than I think in
Yeah.
the time before. So they were just, the lines came together at a different point when they were accelerating versus both kind of slow in the corner. So I'd say it's a racing deal. We didn't go in there and annihilate him.
But I gotta say, my rider up in the lead. Gonna party like it's 2012.
If the pants weren't off before, they're off now.
Oh.
I still think this race is going to come down to these whoops.
Oh, and
Oh,
Tyson
no!
actually goes down in the whoops,
Oh.
not off the bike, but Hunter
He got
Root's going
so
to
lucky.
take the lead.
Oh, he got so lucky right there. But not good to give Root the lead. Birkin about 4 seconds back from Smith now, so.
While it's settled down, let's do a quick top 10 rundown update, everyone. MotoOption Supercross presented by Racetech. Hunter Root leads this thing, round number 2. Tyson Fresca is 2 seconds back. Then Jeremy Smith. Matt Burkeen, Alexis Leclerc up into the top 5. Toby Stocks runs solid in 6th with James Armstrong right behind him. Zach Dupuis and Kellen Brower, a couple teammates, running into 8 and 9 spots. Byron Downen rounds out your top 10. Race the General Carlin in 11th. Mahan up to 12th. Holden Coat, Brandon Berg, Jeremy Shipley, Tyler Crane, Jack Haley, Tanner Rogers, Brock Hardy, Ian Luliani rounds out the top 20, and Tony Spinelli, the lawnmower man, maybe needs a dirt bike instead of a lawnmower because he's in the last spot.
Hey, Jeremy Smith did race at Arena Cross last weekend, right? Like in real
Yes,
life?
he did.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And he did
so,
qualify, and he did a transfer from the rhythm into the whoop section and destroyed his shoulder, but I think he's going to give it a go again this weekend still.
Okay. So, for those of you in the chat that I confused, RF is not running an Arena Cross series. I was talking about, like, AMA Arena Cross. Jeremy Smith is a participant.
He can ramp his real dirt sickle pretty well off them moped hills. He'll ramp it real hard sometimes.
Yeah, he raced a couple outdoor nationals last year as well, I believe.
Not even scored points.
Although, we also gotta give a shout out to Birkin as well for Keene in 4th. Also
He's
a
washed up two-stroke warrior these days.
AMA pro racer.
Lap 15 is underway. Hunter Root continuing to lead. Looks like a 49.7 for him. Fresca is still keeping the pressure on. Ran a 49.2, his fastest lap of the race last time around. These two teammates ride together a lot. I like to believe that Root kind of took everything Tyson knew and stole it from him in the number 1 plate.
I was watching a battle for 10th, and Kellen Brower just destroyed himself in the whoop section.
Did
Actually
Root
lost quite a
take
few spots.
Tyson's secret ingredient, if you know what I mean?
I don't know if they
Wink, wink.
allowed that in the National Swimming League.
Nudge,
So-
nudge. Sure they do. Look at Michael Phelps, bro.
Fresquez is hauling right now. You can just see it with the way he's animated on the bike, scrubbing down the rhythm. This looks like it might be another really good lap for the number 21.
I mean, Smith is hauling. It's just, I mean, nothing.
Because
Like everybody's hauling, so they just can't gain.
They're just logging 49 after 49 after 49, but the lead is shrinking, for sure. A little bit at a time. Tyson keeping the pressure on. Look at all the lappers that they're coming up to.
What's up, Reed? You want to give a shout out? No.
Oh, Root doesn't have the best angle into this inside rut, and that's been his advantage, is the inside and the whoops, and he's really good in those whoops.
Tyson wasn't able to hit the inside line, so
I don't think he's been running the inside, actually. He's just carrying a lot of speed around the outside. He's still logging fast laps with doing it. Well, I was trying to say before Tyson ate it when I said the whoops were gonna, and he slides it out.
He slides
That might
out.
be it
Son of
right
a-
there.
Leclerc up into 4th as Burkeen goes down. Down in back up to 7th after falling outside the top 10 momentarily.
Quiet performance, but a good one from James Armstrong in the 733. He's one of the few guys in the field running the Cowie dyno instead of the Suzuki. Probably the only Suzuki besides non-Suzuki besides Spinelli out there on dyno-wise.
Dupuis having a good race in 8th. Kellen Brower back to 15th after being in the top 10 for.
he was in the top 10 like a lap ago.
Oh man, he just got buck wild on the whoops and went over the berm, so he's maybe a little tight.
Terrible night for the 37 of Mahan, who I was picking to be a title guy this year. He's in 14th.
And son of a bitch, you might have touched on this, but Dennis Fjellberg he never left the gate.
No, his controller actually disconnected apparently, and they didn't wait for him to come back to restart.
Well, son of a bee.
Damn
2
that
weeks
wheels.
in a row, we don't get
RF
to
ruins
see
my
the
life.
Whipmeister in the main.
I just miss his whips.
Yep,
Watch me whip. Whip.
he gets loose, man.
Pretty spread out top 3 at the moment as we're about to start lap number 19. About 2 to go for Hunter Root. He has a 5-second lead. Still, that's one fall off, and we have a battle on our hands.
And we have seen a lot of those happen on the last lap here tonight.
Bresca's still definitely charging in the 2 spot, getting a lap time check. He ran his fastest lap of the race, a 49.1. And Sweeney, how many times have we seen Tyson run his fastest lap on the last lap?
Man, he has ran. I mean, a lot of times the pace in the races is quite a bit slower than qualifying, especially open qualifying like we have. But Tyson has proved time and time again that he'll run laps comparable to
Tyson
qualifying.
actually gets caught up with some
Son of a
lappers.
bitch! In the race. What I'm trying to say.
He's just getting absolutely boned right
Here
now.
comes
by these
Jeremy
guys.
Smith, and Berg gets into him and
Yeah.
takes him down.
That is not going to be a fast lap.
And now Leclerc are going to go up into the 3 spot. So
Oh,
another
man.
podium performance from Leclerc, maybe.
All right, as Hunter just now comes through on the last lap. One more lap and he wins this thing.
Watching them come around. Last lap. I'm just seeing if there's potential for some changes here. 3 seconds between Leclerc and Smith is the closest in the top 5.
Hunter Root just managing his way through this long rhythm section. One more turn, one more jump. And Hunter Root wins here at round number 2. Still undefeated this year. He's going to retain that red plate for next week. Tyson Fresquez going to jump over the triple. Tyson Fresquez with a second. Team Volcom going 1-2 tonight here in San Diego. Alexis Leclerc with another podium finish, finishing 3rd. Jeremy Smith finishes 4th. And Matt Burkeen rounds out the top 5. Byron Downhill with a 6th, my pick to win. And his return to racing, not too shabby. Jeremy Shipley, we did not talk about him a single time throughout the stream. Finishes 7th. James Armstrong with an 8th. Brace Carlin 9th. Zach Dupuis is just jumping over this triple now, and he's going to round out your top 10. Holding code.
Transfer?
Ryan Mahan. Let's just make sure there's no changes up front. Nothing. All right. Ryan Mahan with a 12th. Stocksy 13th. Haley 14th. Kellen Brower drops all the way to 15th within the last few laps. Brandon Berg 16th. Tyler Crane 17th. Brock Hardy 18th. Ian Lugliani 19th. Tony Spinelli 20th. Tanner Rogers 21st. And Dennis Fjellberg was a no-show due to
Hey guys,
a
look
controller
at Tyson's fastest lap.
A
And then he ran it.
49.0 on the last lap. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
he wanted it. Probably one of the better races he's had in a little while here.
Hey, look who's on the gate. JLV. Lean
Hell
doggy.
yeah. Well, I'm not on the gate. I'm trying to look at how these
You
points
are
are
on the
shaking
gate.
down.
You are
You
on the gate.
I'm gonna take out JOV
I got the whole shot.
and get this fucker.
All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up round number 2 of the MotoOption Supercross series presented by Race Tech Suspension. You guys got any...
Big shout out to all the series sponsors, FamMX.com and Tagger Designs supporting the amateur side of the series. Tagger Designs putting up the helmet, a Bell helmet for your series champion in the Pro 450 class. Gonna be awesome. Some great stuff from MotoOption, Race Tech, FamMX for all the riders this year that finish up at the top of their class. Of course, bringing back a new sponsor this week, Ride365.com. Check out what they have coming up in store soon. Longtime supporters of RF with a different company, now coming back with a new company, new name. Wait and see what they have coming. It's not the gear company, it's something different. Just stay tuned to their website, ride365.com. You'll be seeing that soon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for streaming SYS TV, and of course Moto A Go Go streaming the amateur class. Tune in Sunday nights for amateur racing, all streamed on the Moto A Go Go stream. He does a great job over there. Tune in, check it out. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, and just wanted to say as well, you can head over to racefactorygaming.com, and we have all of the standings updated there, and all the results are there, and all that stuff, so you can check that out to find out how everybody finished, how the standings are looking. I don't think we really need to run through it all here, but that stuff's all updated pretty much real time, so go take a look.
And I just took wheels out.
All right, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that's going to do it for round number 2. Be sure to join us next week for round number 3 of the MotoOption Supercross series. Same start time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you guys there. See you guys next week.